Jurgen has been presented with a difficult task to overcome this week. His managerial record is almost unparalleled, but on Tuesday night, he will come up against the rival coach who he just can't seem to dominate. Carlo Ancelotti is his name, and he will bring his Real Madrid outfit to Anfield to contest a heavyweight Champions League round of 16 bout. The Italian has faced on 11 occasions throughout his illustrious career with Napoli, Everton and Real Madrid, losing just 3 times while securing 5 victories. The 4-time winner of the competition is a true legend of the sport, and after his last clash against, he made an unusual remark. Not long after picking up a 1-0 win in last season's final, Ancelotti essentially suggested that were relatively easy to analyze and deconstruct. Aurelien Tchouameni is about to send Jude Bellingham transfer message and must respond. Steven Gerrard knows finally has Real Madrid edge, but Luka Modric warning must be noted. I think it helped that we're easier to decipher than the others, Paris Saint-Germain, Chelsea and Manchester City, because they have a very clear identity and we could prepare the way that we did, he said. We knew what strategy to take, don't give them space behind the defense to run into. Perhaps our football wasn't extraordinarily beautiful on an aesthetic level, but playing out from the back to incentivize their pressing wasn't a great idea. Indeed, has operated in a similar manner in attack for most of his tenure on Merseyside. Since 2016, 4-3-3 has been favored by the German coach, and his offensive makeup has consisted of a central false 9 flanked by 2 pacey wide attackers who are direct and goal-obsessed. Roberto Firmino and Sadio Mane formed the original trio, but even though the latter has now departed to represent Bayern Munich, is still toying with the same dynamic, fielding Cody Gakpo in Firmino's place while essentially replacing Mane with the likes of who is injured, and many opponents struggle to deal with how the Reds attack, but Ancelotti has proved to be a master of managing in a tactical sense, with his controversial easy comments from a few months ago perhaps shaping his plans for this week's contest. Must become unpredictable to overcome its hoodoo against Real Madrid, and must do the same in order to gain an advantage over Ancelotti. With Firmino and having recently returned from injury, the Reds have enough options to mix things up. In his press conference before the match, that he watched back last season's final for the first time in preparation, "We played this final in Paris and I didn't watch it back since then, since this weekend. Now I know why I didn't watch it. Unpleasant though it may have been for, it surely reinforces the idea that needs to spring a surprise. A 4-3-3 will be the expectation, but perhaps the manager could consider 4-2-3-1 as an option, with an additional forward, such as Jota or Firmino, deployed at the expense of a midfielder. It would be a risky move, but at least it would allow to have an element of unpredictability in its favor. Núñez also has the potential to complicate things for Ancelotti. When the two sides last met in Paris at the end of last season, the Uruguayan striker was still contracted to Benfica. He made the switch to Anfield in the summer for a record-breaking amount, and he's since established himself as the ultimate agent of chaos. Simply including his presence on the pitch can have a massive impact on the opposition and its blueprint. Núñez could become his trump card in his search for answers against Ancelotti, who has never faced the Uruguayan. The South American striker picked up a shoulder problem against Newcastle United on the weekend and when asked about his availability in his pre-match press conference, stated, "There's a chance. We will see how he is later and then make a decision. Since then, the striker has taken part in open training, seemingly without any issue. Overall, Núñez could hold the key to disrupting Ancelotti's plans on the grandest of stages, and supporters will just have to hope that he's fit enough to be involved. Can prove Spanish media wrong again versus Real Madrid after game script. Newcastle claim unlikely ace nearly matches Martin Odegaard and Bruno Fernandes after Sadio Mane copy.